welcome to today's conversation and
beautiful, amazing weekend. Welcome to Rythm Scoop. Today, this beautiful Monday. It's always a great time to be alive here on the best radio station, the Black Hot Fire Radio Network, where you matter, and it's always about redefining Africa. But today we're talking about art and entertainment, so kindly share in and comment in regards to our topic today.
Amazing. Just as mandatory, we are going to take a short musical break, and of course we are coming back with our weekend recap and finding out what these two amazing ladies were up to on this cold weekend. Personally,
your comments.
No, I wanted to say
quote of the day.
Quote of the day. Yes. Share your quote of the day with us. Let us know what you'd like to encourage, or rather, if you'd want to encourage somebody today. Of course, on our comment section. Shout out to those who are locked in with us on YouTube, and shout out to everybody locked in with us on TikTok. I'm gonna play Nadia Mukami featuring Mari Buffering. So if you see us having like real issues, kindly just understand. Alright, my quote of the day is
For me, stay blessed, stay positive, happy new week.
For me, you are the change you need to see in the world, as I always say, just remember that.
Surviving with the internet. So that's how we come to the end of that song. You guys feeling?
Doing great this afternoon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a lazy Monday.
Really?
Oh, really?
Chilled Monday?
Great Monday.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like you guys are the quote of the day came from your heads. Like I'm like,
just chilled.
you guys, what is wrong? Okay.
Yeah, everything is Gucci.
Good.
That's what's up.
You get it
I
right.
was just in the studio this whole weekend.
Oh, okay. Both Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, yesterday I was here cooking chapatis.
We found them. We wanted to. Were they okay, Joby?
You can ask
Yeah,
They were okay.
They're really good.
They were so thick. Ulipika hizo chapati kwa mavitu.
No,
Huh?
I was very okay.
Oh, okay.
The
I wanted to have
pan
a
I
taste.
used was very small, so I had to go with the size of the pan.
Oh, I wanted to have a taste, and I'm like, hizi chapati ni nono.
Right.
Sijui kama Joby alikuwa
I
anapika
was
okay.
go eat. It was a baraka
Yeah, I
anymore
know.
because I've been having some stomach pain.
Yeah.
So I was like, kuna unga kwa studio, sina unga kwangu,
Ah.
and there's more oil in the
In
studio.
the
So
studio,
why not
exactly.
beef curry and chapati? Yeah, and went home.
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
What?
Then played FIFA the whole day.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want to know?
Nice. Spend some time with loved ones. Stayed in bed the whole time.
Yeah.
Listening, watching, learning, being lazy,
Yeah.
just resting, working out.
Yeah.
Yes. So it was a very great weekend.
All
Before
right.
coming
Great
here, what
chill.
woke me? Kaskula ni piga mini jabali no kwa mstari ambele.
Oh my gosh.
Wow,
In this
I was
time
like,
and
nah, I
age,
can't stay.
Honestly,
Yeah, I was, hey, yo,
Guys
anyways,
are
I'm not
leaving
staying
their
here.
wives?
Let me just leave.
Too much for my mental health.
Yeah, like, nah, this is just making me now reprocess about my.
yeah.
I was like, nah, let me
know.
just
So
leave.
true.
I'm not ready for this.
That was
drama.
today?
Jana, in the morning, before I came
Oh,
here,
it's a Sunday.
yeah.
because it was around to 9-ish, I was like, hey, okay. Mstari wa mbele la-
Oh my god! Why GBV? We are ending GBV. It's crazy.
It's supposed to be
man.
over like
it's giving
yesterday.
It's giving Embakasi.
Oh my gosh.
Especially in front of the babies, man. Because I think I live
No.
like, man, this is so disrespectful. The fact you eat me in front of the kids,
Exactly.
it's even bad.
Yeah.
I know.
You know, what are you trying to show the kids?
It's
Why are you making me
wrong.
bang the door like this? What are you showing the neighbors?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how I may chill. Alafu ukiangalia,
Unamjua sura?
Hey,
Yeah.
she's so light skinned. See, talks type of light.
Yeah.
Like, hey yo, ukimwona like a Kai, she's going through this. She's just always so chill, happy, smiling.
Right.
Hata kupita, hata kusalimia. Shout out to marriage.
Man, marriage is crazy.
You guys were talking about marriage.
Yeah,
Marriage is a
in the
beautiful thing.
morning. I mean, we were talking about it. Somebody was actually saying, and this is Vera Sidi.
Goddamn.
Ratchet
Stripper,
divorce
male
party.
strippers.
And it was crazy, but I know that is of course because of the the reality,
Entertainment.
because it's part of the reality, so they had to do a show, and because it's Vera they had to. But I'm like,
reality?
see, real housewives of
it's
Nairobi,
part of it.
like, be classy. But what did you put on, Vera? She was like in thongs and everything, and again, not even that it's Vera. I was not even shocked, right? What was shocking me is the conversation that came in after that, where people are saying, he used this man to get kids. Because on the reality, there's a part of it, because I've not watched it. I don't have Showmax. There's a part of it that goes viral, that went viral.
The reaction of the mom.
And the mom, she was telling they were having dinner, and this is on the reality, and she was telling the mom, I'm almost processing my divorce, but then me and Brown, we were legally married. I thought you guys were just bumping babies and stuff like that. So, would you guys have a marriage without involving your folks?
Yeah, for me I can. And actually I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
It's not like I can, I will do that.
Yeah.
I don't want none of my folks, which is just my dad,
Yeah.
involved in my business. Even none of my family members. Like, this is me and my man's life, okay?
Yeah.
This is the relationship. Utendo wambie mzazi, and we'll give example with dowry.
Yeah.
Okay, wambie mzazi, I wanna bring this
Exactly.
man nini.
Yeah.
Once they could demand too much. And if you try look at most of the women, they'll end up losing a very good man or something that could have actually grown up to something good, because of the demand from the parents, which is too much dowry. So I feel like that is actually a good, clever move. Shout out to Vera. I'll do the same.
Okay.
And that's actually Maju.
Yeah.
Most of the people is actually Maju.
Yeah.
Most of the people will celebrate or throw a party after something is successfully
Exactly.
done.
I also want to agree with you guys, because personally I think I do that. Thinking about how family oriented. For example, me, I'm from like really cultural family. Like they actually adore and practice culture, from what is your faith to dowry payment, to having a conversation, to even introducing. As women, it's easy for us to go to and get introduced to our. I went to meet my other family. Shout out to you. So it was just as easy as, let's have conversation, let's know each other, and it was as it's a big thing, like like the moment unampeleka, that's marriage, period, nothing more, nothing less. Like it's a whole amount of shit. So I'm like, okay, I haven't done that, and I feel like it's not that I don't want to do it, but there's a lot of stuff that entails that because of now, the family background and all that. And when you look at now cultures like this that restrict you, like for example, you just like somebody, like you really, really want to have a life with this person, and then there is now, in this culture, this one got married with this, and in my family is like that. Like if you got married from the first one, Ivi dawari na pandaga. The like literally my family is tribalic. They start asking questions like, where are you from, or why did you choose this person, or and I come to think about it, like literally, if you've ever had my mom had a conversation with us at a younger age. I don't know if she was like really, really serious, but her being somebody who once told us, lakini hii culture hapana, hii naitwaje, tribe hapana. And then the funny part is, when you tell your kids, that is what they go for. Literally all my life it's always been the same people. I didn't say maybe it's a class. If you wouldn't have said it, I wouldn't be with the same people. Like unaona na boyfriends wako wamekuwa Kikuyu. And you're like, okay, it's not a big deal. But when you look at now the family wise and all that, you're like, okay, I would get married without telling you guys. Like literally I would sign papers whether you like it or not. If you want to be involved, because you're opinionated, I'll not tell you. I'll just be doing my own things on the side. So for women it's easy, but for men to come, that I wouldn't include, depending also on the relationship with your folks. But again, you guys, have you ever heard that there's a say that goes, eti mzazi wako anajua, and the parents take advantage of this. Meiskia Africa kwataza kuna kenye naona.
Yes.
That is all, and I believe they've actually used that to blackmail. And this is something that has actually stopped a lot of good marriages. Cheki, si mimi ni mamako nishakwambia, mimi nimeona mengi kukushinda. Why are you telling me you can't do this? And they always have their opinions about stuff. With all that in picture, you're like, no, I'm not gonna include you guys if this is just what is happening. And I feel like a lot of people feel guilty or like I'm gonna be mamangu. What if something happens now? Walikuwa amenikataza. Unajua that fear of the unknown. And a lot of people want to live with that. And it is just crazy because people are living into the society of, hey, lazima uambiwe wazazi.
I feel like right now we're living especially in not words of mouth, impact in your life and all that. So I feel like with Vera, she did this for her being a celebrity, number one, and also maybe angeambia mamake being cultural, naenda tangaze. Hata kama it was supposed to be secretive, you know, for her it's joyful, you know, my friends getting married and all that. So angena maybe atangaze, watu ushago mdomo, like, I feel like sometimes it's just you understanding, I'm doing this for myself and protecting what is yours, you know, before it's destroyed outside there. Like, protect.
And her reasoning apparently was, because I saw her reaction, she was like, okay, marriages, most of the people, if you've ever seen, because also me have been raised with a mother, mangu sema, aki mtu atanifanyia harusi, mnifanyia harusi. Like she said, marriages are for mothers, like not marriages, weddings. You know, like literally, they're not for you. Ni mamako, I've had my, mimi kwanza ni, nakuaga tu matron ya watu, sitai kuwa matron kwa hii nyumba mtoto wangu. You know, there's that perspective of, tunafanya harusi. It's not that hata si eti wende unataka, lakini mzazi wako anataka tu ufanye harusi. And now you opt to go and do. So she said, apparently that's why I didn't tell my mom that I was legally married, is because number one, my mom would be expecting a wedding. We marry for like literally we do not marriage, we do weddings now, church weddings or whatever, ground garden to not the end of the day. But it is just crazy that happened. And the husband came to say that he's changing his name. I don't know why he's changing his name.
Do marriage if I wanna change anything though, but where is it alikuwa anaitana nini kwa certificate? Musioka,
uliona? Uliona jina yake? Sijui nani Musioka was. Oh my God, can't believe Brown is.
But they do have beautiful kids.
They have beautiful. But unadhani alinini? You think what people are saying is true?
Ali?
I have to ask you guys. That she shared the kids because she actually was with this guy. No, let me ask you, do you think she was with this guy to get kids?
I'm gonna tell you, if I wanted, like right now, if I wanted a kid, I have a target. I already have a target.
Like, you know who to go to?
I know who to go to. Like, I'd trap you.
Me, I'd not trap you. Me, I'd have a baby and not
trap you. The same. The same thing.
Really?
I'd not tell you.
Like, I'd not tell you. I've never had that thought. Oh,
me, I didn't back then.
Back then. Oh my God. Nilikuwa namwambia nisema unido usikenye mimi. Alafu nilikuwa najua kuna penye tunaenda. Kwa najua tu huyu hakuna penye tutaenda. Siku moja nikitaka mtoto at that age, that nimwambia let's get it. Na niende nishike mimba na nimtoke. Juu najua atanitoka at the end of the day. So just get good genes. But I don't think it is okay, Joby, to actually say I got into a relationship and a marriage because of kids. Because at the end of the day, they're from donors.
I'm gonna be very honest. If this is gonna leak out, whatever. But if ever this is to be seen, and if I'm never gonna like settle for marriage itself, I'm gonna do that. Personally, I'm gonna have a baby by someone who I want and not tell them, okay? Because number one, I think you've always had like that conversation with came talk on which page. If this happens,
okay,
right
people
now,
keep restricting us again.
If this happens shout out to them. If this happens right now,
you always talk about it.
So by talking to someone, uta get dots like,
you know, some are like, no, I'm not ready to have a child.
There's those who are not ready, but it's not a matter of you being ready or not. I already marked you, baby. If I want a kid by you,
I will get it, and I won't even tell you.
And that's one thing I think men also don't know. Women like, and we've spoken about that. If you have a target, you're gonna get it. Like if you have a target and you really mean it, you take part.
Like it's so easy for women. It's unlike men.
Like if you really wanna hit, you're gonna hit.
Okay.
Like it's very easy. I believe it's very easy for women to get it than men, because men you have to have the language, maybe finance. Lazima ute. Lakini them. And I had this conversation I was having with you. Eti kuna mademu nyimwa. I've never had that. Like I was shocked. And now I want or I want or maybe I want this guy nakataa. Mimi sijaipata, sijaisikia mwanaume mwenye nakataaga. Like literally, if it is a woman who wants it, it's easy for her to get.
Okay.
And women ukwanga, lakini kama mwanaume anataka na dem ataki, literally unajua, you won't get it.
Unajua katazo?
Si kuna anakataa tu vile nyingine anajisikia tu masukari. See, we had this conversation.
Is that, but I think again, try to calm down. If you don't have control of your dick, you also like me a man who's bougie. Like anakata like me, I can't do that. Why?
Kuna unajua kuna ile okay, you know this. But kuna ule mwenye kuna ile nye
tu ni peng.
Like yo, I've never seen that. I've
had
some
said
no.
They're there.
Because I believe, madam, if you know, like you don't even have to have a conversation with somebody to know you can get it.
And also some men,
to
them it's a turn off. Sometimes some men, when a girl is actually pushing themselves to them, no, it's a turn off for them.
But I feel also for you to pull for you to be able to hit in a certain type of way. Like it won't just, that's why you have women who are going to be rejected. Like I think a man who's not going to just hit on someone is not given a thought about it. Like, yo, I'd really want to, you know. So it's a like attracts like.
And the reason why I'm saying this is maybe because I feel like for women it's always easy, like to get laid compared to men. You know, and for women, have you ever met somebody in the room, you haven't even talked, lakini mnaangalia na sema tu huyu kuna venye, you know. And it always works, like literally it doesn't have to be convert, like you can just tell, like I know we don't have to, but siku moja itafanyika, and it happens regardless, na inakuanga mutual, inakuanga yeye pia alikuwa na, but you didn't even have that conversation. So it's easy for women. That is just my thought about it. But anyway, talking about still marriage, there's this girl called Anita Sonia. I don't know who she is. I saw her. You know her?
She's in the government.
She's in the
she's the youngest Jinani.
Ule mwakwaka na figure.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah.
She's so pretty. Damn, I can't believe she's in the government. Oh my god.
You don't know Anita Sonia? She's such an environmental what? I don't know, environmental something.
Oh, she's an environmentalist, Kenyan environmentalist. Is she really in the government or she's an environmentalist? She was in the US actually, like in Naruto na Semanini. Okay. Right. And like in Abutita. Oh, okay. Yeah. So she went and said, I don't care what anyone says. I absolutely want to be submissive and led by my man. And there is no part of me, and I think we've had this conversation a lot of times, and at the end, I don't know why this happens, because we didn't even know Anita Sonia would think like that, and we talked about it last week, and this week it's on media, like, yo, how does that happen? Like, breakfast, what are we eating? Like, I want you to lead. I want to literally first hear your opinion before I make my own opinion. And I do agree with that. And if you try to look at most of the women, not really all of them, but there's I think a conversation nayo a time back, if a woman can change a man. There's I think that conversation you had na sidhani kama nilikuwa, it was a slight conversation. I don't believe a woman or even a man can change a woman. Number one, I said, why would you try change an adult? You know, because say tumepata hu ni mtu, you trying to nurture their mindset to reason otherwise. Why would you try change my reasoning or my perspective of things? The only thing we can do is try, you know, understand our differences. You like this, I don't like this. You like this, I don't like this. So nobody can change anyone, and you can't try change a man's masculinity, especially the masculine ones. You can't. And the only men who can agree to be changed are we. Even changing men, it will change. You can't change somebody if they don't want to. It has to be a personal choice. But when you talk about masculinity, I feel like masculinity is broken with, especially ukipata mwanaume amewekwa, that nigga ain't masculine at all. For real? Mwanaume amewekwa, shmani, can't pay bills. You're not masculine. Nigga, what you know? I know. Doesn't make a lot of sense. You know, it's like what you guys were talking about, Mombasa. Where is masculinity there? I know. I'm sorry, like, I mean, where is masculinity? Just being honest. Wanawake wao wana complain. Where is masculinity? Masculinity comes even from, you know, uko chini. Exactly. So kama uko chini kwa ya kuna fail. I mean, where from your voice even and everything, you're just weak. I believe like a masculine man, personally I feel like a masculine man is very attractive.
They are.
Yes, and it's like a turn on. Like mwanaume anajitambua, he knows I'm the man. Have you ever been with those men where they just take responsibility and you're just a girl? You always feel very comfortable. I don't like I'm safe, guys. I know everything is catered for.
Like
or anything, they're going to put me safe. Like you just know they're in their masculine self, you know. You don't think about nothing. You're just a girl, literally. And uko tu like, oh sawa, mmesema haya twende. Let's go. It's just a good feeling.
You don't even think twice.
Exactly.
You don't even look at the cars passing back and forth.
You're just like,
you'll be
I'm safe. You know, it's just an attractive, thing for women. And again, for a woman to become submissive, it's not you requesting. You see, those people I want a submissive woman. No, it comes naturally.
Sure.
I believe if a man is in his masculine position, a woman just becomes naturally.
I also believe the way you treat a woman,
it's
gonna reciprocate her submissiveness. Because if you're just there, or like you're just there, malenge tu imeboeka, like what?
I know.
You barely even do something, nothing for me. How am I supposed to be like, romantic to you or show you like, I must like
know,
do
man.
Something, try impress me. As long as the little things.
I know, right? Yeah,
true.
it's super beautiful. Like it's just natural. Of course, and people don't want to understand this. Treating a lady is important. I believe men want to behave. Masculine men know how to treat their ladies. So now when you wanakwanga wamekateti, siwezi buy your dem sijui nini, siwezi buy your dem, mbona wezi buy your flowers. Mimi mwanaume ni mbona. Masculine men do that. When they utaenda useme, unajua there are things that even they do utasikia watambiwa, hiyo ni umama. Ama acha kufanya hivyo.
I feel like men die sad creatures. I'm so sorry to say.
Really?
Men die sad creatures apart from just enjoying the coming part. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna be honest. I feel like not all of them. Some community expectations. You literally not living your fully life.
You're not yourself.
Ati sezi beba you. Ati what watanionaje? This is gonna.
Why can't you carry my bag?
Okay, for bag elewa me.
I'm pregnant, baby. I'm tired. I'm
for
sick.
Flowers, sijui, chocolate, and even vitu kidogo. You know? Why wouldn't you do it?
Why would you do it, man?
You know? You're literally denying yourself. Now that's why I feel like men also fumble good girls.
Exactly, they do.
Because you're trying to protect your ego.
I know.
Literally, because it's all about protecting their ego. Like I don't wanna be seen come on.
That's a lie because these men are babies. And then akitoka hapo nje anajifanya venye niko like
it's so true.
If they only knew.
Agree with that.
Yeah, like literally find a man with their babies. Like literally ni mtoi. Unajua na uko nje you want to be I am very masculine. What are my demo hawezi ni show. I'm like I know. You know, it's crazy. But anyway, I feel like also people submit naturally as women to their men if you treat them nicely, if you take care of your woman, if you're in your masculine energy, it's not gonna be questionable, literally. So that is what is happening. But before we get into more conversation, I just want us to talk a little bit about the beef that is happening between the Kenyatta's family and of course the government. So what is fusion? Even more
Jubilee still is, right?
Yeah.
I think maybe it's talking about Jubilee because that was last week.
No, it's like a spokeswoman, that is Kansedena, who was working with him, said that the officer of the fourth president is not so is not funded as required by the law. And I told you constitutionally it has to be funded by the government. Stopped, like it's supposed to be once you leave that, your office starts functioning of that. You given card was traveling. He said that what was saying, he actually gets it from his pocket. It's crazy. And she dismissed claims that the government spokesman Isaac Mwaura claims by government spokesman Mwaura that the government has allowed the retired president new vehicles as required, which is a lie. He said wow hajapewa magari or anything. He's using an old and the government blocked his fuel cards. And he said Kanze claimed the move by the government has forced the former personal funding. So that is just literally what is happening. The government imekata kutoa do to the former government, and because of that, you definitely know this goes back to politics. However much these people actually Ruto was actually working with the president as the former president, right? They were in one government together, and then Uru was supposed to, according to the agreement, once Uru angesha kuwa president, he was supposed to support now who? Ruto, right? And he went ahead to support who? Raila.
Yeah.
So might have been betrayal, might have been revenge. And you find a lot of stuff. So you remember when the government came for Uru's son? Like, he didn't talk till they came for his family. And I believe there's like, come on, kujua mtu dangerous ni somebody who doesn't talk. Somebody who don't know where his mind at. You don't see him.
True.
Like, if kuna president amekuwa calm, former president Uhuru Kenyatta,
Right.
sijui to Nigeria, and when he went with his wife, I don't know where. Like, now over the weekend, there's been celebration. I don't know if you've seen them. They've been in white suits all over. And what was happening is there was an event, and Kenya keep telling politics in Mount Kenya is really, really strong. Like, Mount Kenya, lazima kukuwe na representative hapo. There's village elders, there's what, kuna wazee wa vijiji, and the politics, it's like a whole other country by itself, you know. And in the presence of Ruto, Gachagua vowed to continue with his mission, pointing out that the unity was calling for. I feel like maybe they are pushing it, the Mount Kenya politics to be now against. Let's be against, or make it a tribal thing. Let's be against other tribes and all that. And he said, me calling for unity, when I call for my people, is just standing for ourselves. Tell me, all these people that have been talking, there's no truth to that. So that is just what is happening. Looks like there's trouble in the government, and of course, there's also the government refusing to, distribute money that is meant for the former government to them. But let me hear your thought about it as we come to the main conversation.
Well, shout out to Kenya Kwanza, number one. This is just super insane. I've seen the former government and the current government having, a back and forth argument. Let me just call it simple as that. It's crazy. I thought actually the retirement benefits were already released, because me, when I saw an article released, that was I think 2 weeks ago, I was like, hey, wakasema gari ziko fuel, wakasema kuna gari ya kuchangewa after 3 years, personal car, 2 personal cars of his choice, 2 personal cars by the government. Like, there was a lot of things mentioned. So I thought actually all this had already been set. A card, things just zilikuwa ngapi. Nikafikiria hizi vitu zote zimefanyika. So seeing this is just tells us a lot about the Kenya Kwanza. There's something actually not aligning with the finances. There is mismanagement of finance, whereby the better than what we have. Actually, things are getting worse. To may complain, but if you truly look at, actually Uhuru was a bit fair with actually the people. Uhuru was a man loved by the people. Zakayo is hated, but was a man loved by the people. Despite everything we knew about him, he really had people's hearts. That is one thing we tell for sure. So I hope personally, I'd love to see the Kenyattas back. Being honest, before revolution gets to happen, I'd not see any other person stand but the Kenyattas, being honest. Nice. And that would be Uhuru for me.
Yeah, that would be a nice place, because I feel like this is a policy that is always regulated as to Uhuru Kenyatta. Is something which he basically deserves, and whether or not the government is doing better or not right now, that's not his problem. Literally, he should definitely be given the benefit that he deserves. And the fact that the government is basically derailing on this, because I remember there was that case when the government was going to do a search at looking, maybe there's something they have against him in regards to.
I feel like it's also like
personal.
It might be, when they say this family is run Kenya or whatever, run that. So like, for example, let's say they have a say, or influence
businesses
or influences, and I feel like the Kenyattas have been here for like forever, right? And there's this new unajanga venye nilisikianga, the hustler came in like anybody can be royalty, doesn't have to be that, and stuff like that. So I feel like it's also it's against the whole family. It's not even, they're trying to, I think, because Uhuru is the face, the trauma just happened to the mom and the son, and now his office. And I remember they were even kicking him out of Jubilee, his office of Jubilee. Nine formed Jubilee. I'm like, This is my home. How are you gonna tell me
Yeah.
I don't have a say in my place? This
There's
is my
something
house.
against him.
Exactly.
It's not even about the benefits, because I believe they can do that.
They
If
can.
They've been taking these loans and for developing the countries, the marketing
Yeah.
in regards to building luxurious hotels in Mombasa and Kilimani.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean like there's no money. They can definitely basically point at to Uhuru Kenyatta, which is basically his.
So that is just what is happening. It's just super crazy. It's like a family war, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but there's this new bird flu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's this new bird flu, and apparently,
On Friday I told you guys there's a new pandemic.
yeah, there's a new pandemic. That is
That's
when
right,
I saw
everything
it, I was like, this is the new thing, you know. And
It's
now
work on
it's
us.
from a bird,
What
like
work on
literally.
us.
So what they came and said is that the WHO announced that a man in Mexico died from a strain of bird flu called the H5N2. Now we are out of corona. Now this is a new one, which has never been detected in humans before. The WHO stated that it is unclear how the person contacted the virus, alright? But H5N2 viruses have been the same things.
It's
I mean,
really
this
funny because even like COVID, how it started, they planted this virus in the market because there's a high number of people in the market. It's
Yeah.
easier for everybody to contact this. So this is just a plan they've been trying to work on it for
Yeah.
after COVID. It
Yeah.
maybe it's just so funny because it's not what they shown. They were talking about how the whole world, mostly Africans, Africa. This time I was not digging deeper into what's happening about now. What are the knowledge? Them having the say in regards to whatever land or country should be locked
yeah,
if
yeah.
there's a flu or
Yeah,
any
exactly.
virus.
And which
Yeah.
they
They
do.
should be like, okay, now Kenya should be locked.
That's why they killed
Or Nigeria should be
Magufuli.
locked.
Exactly, yeah.
That's why they killed Magufuli.
Exactly.
Because you know Magufuli just didn't die. Magufuli was one of the people who never locked the country,
Exactly.
the borders. He's the one of the people who actually never allowed mask wearing in his country.
It's true. He
Spikes
didn't.
and Kami went to Tanzania. They came
Yeah.
back and I was shocked. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not mask. Why don't you guys have a real? And Tanzania do not also wear masks, so we're safe.
right.
And I was like, yeah, we went there. Nobody was wearing masks.
Really?
Actually,
Yeah.
there was no mask mandate.
Yeah,
nothing.
literally.
Yeah.
So this is not a shock for me, and
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see because it's crazy right now that it is up.
When there's
Anything
any
Yeah.
that is the dollar,
Yeah.
we're in the millions, big, large amounts. I believe this is gonna be crazy more than 2020.
Imagine lockdown, the economy iko chini.
Like look, wamejaza everything to supply. I'm like, nah, anything can happen.
exactly.
You never know.
Yeah.
And if you try to look at 2020, watu wengi walipata na maunga, sijui
Everything, there
wamepata
were shops
vitu.
were locked
Yeah.
and people
Same
everyone
time.
go
People
out.
have to be you have to save yourself. You have to pack. You never know when
And this
shit's
goes
gonna
back
happen.
to now financial literacy
Because
again.
which is the point of
Savings.
days.
Yes.
Exactly, because lazima kwa importance of saving so that when this comes haikupati off, at
The-
least you have something to start
Then
with.
it is inaitwaje?
Supermarkets and malls.
Mombasa ports are gonna be closed.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna be hard for
gonna
people
be
to
hard,
import and
exactly.
export.
Yeah, so prices